Hello, my viewers. Favor D on Psychological Realities. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll appreciate. Thank you. Now, today we are talking about Eugene Saiti and Charles the DCI. These two are young, genius, brilliant boys or men. And as I normally say, some of the things they do, a normal human being will never do it, even in the next life. And I've always believed that it is the Spirit of God that is just helping them. Now, if you've been following Eugene Saiti's channel, you know that there is this mission that he has sought to accomplish. And it began when Eugene saved the young girl who had been held hostage by the sister and the brother-in-law, who were witches or evil people. Now, many people will say that this is just scripting, it's acting. But as I normally say, some of these things you can't comprehend if you don't understand spirituality. We saw the other day how Eugene Saiti was bewitched by Mother to Atei, the man who had kidnapped the sister-in-law. For the reasons, go and watch Eugene Saiti's channel. You'll know the reasons. Very funny reasons. And because of that, Eugene's leg was bewitched. It was almost amputated, but it is through prayers. And I've talked about this in some of my previous videos. And now the the remaining mission, I can just say that these are just very many mission in one, various mission or many mission in one mission. Because the mission here was to save us Atei or Ryan from wherever, from Atei or from Ryan, and save the young men who are working for Atei's mother. And in the process, one of the boys by the name Fabian was caught in the mix. And so he was saved because he had been recruited into being one of the witches, and he was being sent on errands for Mama Tei, who is now the head of those young witches. It's just a funny story, hard to comprehend. But those ones who've been following the story, you know what I'm talking about. Are we together? I guess yes. Now, Fabian, we all know, we've known him for a few days, but we know that he can be stubborn because he loves the mother very much. And the mother to Atei, who Fabian has been working for, had been taken hostage. And now, another mission came in whereby they were supposed to save the mother to Fabian first. Because mother to Atei had given them 1 day to produce Atei. Now, here is where Charles the DCI comes in. And I've never, yes, I know Eugene is a prayerful person. I know he's a Christian, but I've never seen Eugene pray. This man can pray for the whole world. Eugene can be serious when he's praying. I believe his mentors did a good work. And as they normally say, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. We've all known that Eugene has been friends to Brian, Charles the DCI, Jenny Claytonian. For sometimes you've seen them live in the stay in Brian Nyandika's home. You've seen them with the Pastor Evans. And so basically they're born again Christian. Now the mission of yesterday was to capture Mama Tei and to save Fabian. Now the mission of Charles was to make sure that mother to Fabian is saved, and of Eugene to make sure that he tames the witch, because that's what they call him. I call people according to how he's being called. And we saw Eugene when the mother to Atei appeared, because it is said that she has various faces. We saw Eugene pray. He prayed. This young man can pray for the whole world. I saw the other side of Eugene that I don't know. I know Eugene can be aggressive. I know he's a genius. I know he's a planner. He's a strategist. But yesterday, he nailed it. And so, Mother Tuatei was tempted because he tried doing his his diabolic things to disappear and reappear, but it was hard. Eugene prayed until I saw. This is the second time I'm seeing fire, because the first time I saw fire is when his leg was being prayed for by the mother to Brian, and when he was getting healed, and when the bottle caught fire. And now we are seeing him also praying, and this woman was in a lot of pain before he disappeared. Even Eugene himself, after praying, when he opened the eyes, he was afraid because he didn't know where the woman had gone. And we saw him take off. And I think that's sometimes what happens when you're praying as Christians. We can't see in the spirit, but it's only those people those people maybe we are focusing our prayers into. You can see maybe the change, and many things happens in behind the curtains, and maybe God does not allow us to see some things. And on the other hand, we saw the DCI going with the two boys, Fabian and the other boy, and they were all afraid. In fact, Fabian was afraid in a way that he was convincing the other boy to go back. You could see the breathing. And I said, Fabian was the most fearful amongst the three. And it is his mother that they were going to save. He has been complaining that his mother is supposed to be saved. The other day we saw him have just a little beef with the DCI because of the same. The DCI, I don't know if it's professional, I don't know if it's just a gift, but this man is gifted. We saw how he played a Tay when they were saving the young girl with the border guy. And now we've seen him also go save Fabian. Someone going to the house they don't know, opening the house. You know, you can be even afraid that by the time you are inserting your hands to open, it can be cut off because you don't know what is in the house. And I think the world is changing faster than we might think, because things that are happening at the moment, things that used to be just like fairy tales, are just happening in our very eyes. We've heard of the stories whereby the CCTV in the western part of the world caught the angels, or angels were caught on CCTV doing ABCD. Evil spirits were caught on CCTV doing ABCD. And right now we are seeing things that a normal human being is not supposed to see. And if you are still doubting that there is two worlds, there is spiritual and physical. And a human being, as I normally say, we are all spiritual and physical beings. We are a body, soul, and spirit. And you are either on the side of God or on the side of the devil. And if you think you are in between, you are just in either of the two, but your ignorance is making you feel that you are in between. So to me, I think God is trying to raise people, whether this is scripted or not, but we can learn something from all this, that any prayer that is prayed with faith, God answers. And to Eugene and the DCI, that was good of you. And I believe at the moment Fabian is very happy. And I believe he has gained a little bit of faith in God. Otherwise, my viewers, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll appreciate. Thank you once more.